I start? It's hard to focus when I'm broken apart. My mode of coping with emotion is art. So now my only stroke of hope is if I open my heart. But I know there's no closure in the depression and pain, cause it'll never be the same since the 7th of May. Another day, another call from my mom, till she paused, took a breath and said my grandpa is gone. Silence, nothing to say, cause ain't nothing can change it, he was taken away. In the days, in the darkness, I didn't know what to feel, cause I couldn't believe it when it just didn't seem real. Then it occurred to me all I was concerned about, how much worse my grandmother must be hurting now. And the memories of his laugh keep echoing from the past, but nothing's numbing the fact that he's never coming back. My hope is gone, and I don't see a reason to keep holding on. I ain't felt this pain before. Now I know why mama told me when it rains it pours. When it rains it pours. I know why mama told me when it rains it pours. I ain't felt this pain before. Now I know why mama told me when it rains it pours. Now the sorrow was leaving, my heart was seeming to mend, until the scar of the departed started bleeding again. I thought I saw the worst in losing someone I love, but the world decided I wasn't hurting enough. So I've been mourning since May, wasn't born for this pain, losing one from each side in only 46 days. June 22 when my grandmother died, before I got the chance to even tell her goodbye. Cause since COVID was taking over the globe, the closest that we could be was through speaking over the phone. So it only made me mad when people didn't wear a mask, cause my grandma had to spend her last moment so alone. But that seemed to be a theme. My grandfather ceded to cancer before me being conceived. So if there's any peace seen within the grief that I suffer, it's after 30 years they could finally be with each other. My hope is gone, and I don't see a reason to keep holding on. I ain't felt this pain before. Now I know why mama told me when it rains it pours. When it rains it pours. I know why mama told me when it rains it pours. I ain't felt this pain before. Now I know why mama told me when it rains it pours. I conceded to explore my roots, perusing the history I was born into, with the legacy that was formed out of fortitude when they suffered from the injustices in 42. I would always hear the stories about what the war caused, how my grandpa had to sleep in a converted horse stall, a kid who was in prison for his image reflected, while they told him the internment was to keep him protected. But that's a motherfucking cop-out to me, when my grandma had to sacrifice a college degree. But all the demons that it caused, the freedom that she had lost, has bought me the opportunity to follow my dream. It's still hard to believe she and my grandfather died, but it reminded me of why I'm even alive. With all the pain they defied, there's so much pride in my name. So through the music I'ma prove they wasn't dying in vain. My hope is gone, but now I see a reason to keep holding on. I ain't felt this pain before. Now I know why mama told me when it rains it pours. When it rains it pours. I know why mama told me when it rains it pours. I ain't felt this pain before. Now I know why mama told me when it rains it pours.